layer to Phoenix having the ability to play a little deeper onto sites, but it's Phoenix is an interesting one to make work on Breathe for me.
I'm not sold by it yet. I just, maybe I haven't seen someone play it well yet, is probably the big thing for me. Is like, even theory crafting, as I said, it doesn't quite stick to me yet, you know, but I want to see how it looks. I'm always willing to be proven wrong, unless it's by Melt. So we are going to be getting this one started real soon. I love the way just people were like tuning in and like, who's this Mel? They must think I've just imagined someone. Yeah. Just absolutely fictional person. Yeah. I just don't exist. Early contact towards elbow though, and that is going to be the Phoenix now. A little further away, contacting mid-lucker, reading the play so well. Mickey Boy desperately wanting to get that full facts and information, but Tom gets a little fade away. He's blind as anything. It's actually done with the Molly on the ground. It's a bit messy so far, but
last player standing.
Tom actually full on swinging there with about 15 HP. We'll find Cadaver as well. Fearoth, last man standing. Got a bit of utility. Will retrieve a sheriff, but the audio cue given away here, and that information will be relayed. That recon actually not going to spot out the close player, which is Fry right underneath. The first actually goes in favor of them. Fry a little shaky with the trade there, but it comes through eventually. Rix will post the pistol round.
Okay. See how this continues forward. Yeah, I want to open up that last game, kind of keep it in mind here. Let me just grab the stats for it.
I have about 700 tabs open. I keep losing it. So as long as you can locate it, that'll be fine.
Yeah. I see. Okay. The scary thing to me, as a caster watching this, both very one-sided halves.
Yes.
Terrifies me.
It's like, what do you take away from that? What are your thoughts? Right? What worked for them? What went wrong? I guess what went wrong here is losing out to a classic from bottom mid.
That's probably an issue.
And Latex going to try and recover things, and yes, okay, it's kept in check for the time being.
Lovely
Thank
stuff.
God.
Big shutdown after a weird start. Yeah, definitely caught our attention. Not always in the right way, but you know, we move on. We suffer through.
Just making it interesting, isn't he?
What a nice dude.
Keep us guessing. Keep us guessing. Imagine actually making your own lower third.
Imagine doing that. Wait, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Let's do it again. And if you are wondering who Mel is, do make sure you give her a follow on Twitter. She's been our wonderful observer in the past. She's doing production now. She is the jack of all trades. We have Synga joining us as observer, but do show them some love, genuinely. I want, you know, everyone to know who the people are behind the scenes who make the shows, you know, kind of what they are. So, give them some credit. We're just the loud idiots.
Loud noises.
That's the one. That's... You can't say what I do is white noise, Mel. That's, again, very toxic.
Be faster.
How has Cadaver walked this?
Blocking sight.
I don't actually know, because you'd have thought Latex would invest a trap wire up there.
Something.
Without having somebody post up to hold on to it. Jisoo actually going to come through, double down on that opener. Fry will fall, and Rix
Spike planted.
now down to 3. He's going to swing out ahead of the wall there, and Tom will get punished for it. Again, aim of the game will be to damage the economy here.
Remaining.
I don't think RixGG are going to get anything else done. Lazar down to the Marshal. Jisoo finds the third. The Lions get themselves on the board, and 4 survive.
I have to question how someone's walked tube. I mean, of course you have to...
Hey,
or at least to that extent, right? To that extent of no knowledge being found to be able to wrap back sight. That worries me slightly, even when it wasn't like they weren't a massive numbers disadvantage. So
this could be a byproduct of, you know, it's they're playing into the kind of ethos that Alliance are on the bonus. Let's not use too much utility.
Exactly.
So that
That's fair enough.
We can soften the blow of the repurchase.
If I see it again though, Hypoc,
I'm gonna get upset.
We're gonna be a bit sad about it. Don't go in, get it clear.
There's a trap wire in tube. There's a trap. I repeat, there is a trap wire in tube.
There we go. We're good. We're sorted. The tilt is back down to 0% rather than the, you know, I'd say it was like a solid 60% tilt up. Deep flash goes in. No follow off the back. 3 players responded accordingly. So mid's, it's not open. I mean, tube's technically open, but the tripwire is there. I want to see what they do with this. They've hit the brakes now, Alliance. Seekers go in. Plenty towards B because there is just an absolute stack here. Mickey Boy wanted in on that. He fancied a bit of it. You could see it. Let's manage to find Fear off though. Still spams away. Has some support, but not enough support. And Fry's still going to get a freebie on Lucker after taking so much damage. And look at who's left standing. A 2v2. Why are we peeking and op? What are we up to here?
And the
the
trap
flank
wire.
again, sure, but yeah.
It will pay dividends.
There it is. Oh lordy, I didn't love the wide swing to CT. I know you got to be confident, but man, that's a bold approach. I've got the right read, but
remaining.
Oh, Luzza actually tried to bait there with the operator. Tried to fire preemptively, maybe to take attention away. Now brings it to a 1v1.
Oh, Luzza. He's threaded the needle. Time, 10 seconds. He's got to play this to perfection. He does. Luzza, well done. Really well done. That gets scary. You're just playing in the blind almost there. You're just, you know, hoping you're walking the right way. Pistol out against a rifle. But well controlled.
Controlled indeed, and Rix now have themselves a good opportunity with a couple of ultimates as well. Bladestorm online, run it back available for Tom. Neural Theft as well, and actually Mickey Boy one off the Seekers. And then a little deeper than that, Fry only 2 off the Viper's Pit, so in a really good position here. Alliance coming back in with a scrappy purchase. And the Bladestorm.
Look at the stack. RixGG. Right place, right time. Backside being utilized. Tom's willing to throw his life on the line there. That's no problem. Had the old Luzza just pins Cadaver back to the floor. Still playing over by Tribox. He's got both him and the Phoenix there. Yeah, not a great position to be in. Latex is kind of in between. It wasn't a rock and a hard place. It was Madonna and a bit of utility. And now the ultimate comes in. I feel as though they kind of got stuck at Tribox there in a really weird position. And obviously Alliance did very well to exploit that, but I felt they could have handled that substantially better unless Mickey Boy does something. But the flank, the timing is great from Fearoth. Held that deeper angle.
And I gotta say, that round kind of came apart on the back of nobody kind of taking the A for that recon bolt. That recon bolt literally created chaos. And the fact that they're able to get so deep onto site, and all it is it's one cage from Lucker down on the right side of default that he's able to post up inside it, gets a really good ping from the recon bolt, and he kills both players behind triple. That's maybe a little miscommunication, nobody really being, I guess, poised or in a position. Maybe somebody had taken an open sight line or something ahead of that recon bolt landing, but it was on the back of one piece of utility, Lauren.
Poison's off.
That's he is. That's gonna be one. He sees a second. He knows there's gonna be someone on the side. Jumps the. Oh, I thought he might have been able to have it with that jump, just to change the crosshair expectation on it. But Alliance keeping them well at depth, well away. Right, guess to give away the game.
Goodbye.
Okay. What's happening with the classics today, Hypoc? What's going on?
They got a buff in this patch, or maybe just on this map.
Maybe it is a map thing. You're right.
Mine don't do that. That's all I'm saying.
No, same. I mean, none of my pistols do that. Neither do any of my guns. But
I've seen you with a
I think
friend.
that's-
Don't even start. Don't even.
It's the CZ, I'm telling you, man. You just got to give me the worst guns, and I'll make it seem viable. But
Frenzy
Alliance,
Inspector main.
dude, honestly, it's horrible, and I hate myself for it. But you know, think how much it tilts everyone else. They lose to it. That's the best part. Incredible. 3-3 though, a close affair thus far, and I think most of us are expecting this. I'm expecting this to go pretty much as far as it can go, considering how the last one went. But I want to see if it's as, you know, kind of directly one-half sided, or if it's kind of more split out, more even, but still a closer game.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, we already touched on this. It's so difficult to take anything away from those score lines, especially in the nature of how both halves closed out in terms of being very one-sided. With this to go 3-3 already, and the way these rounds have played out, actually, I've got to lean on the side of both teams coming back into this with a lack of respect, right? More of a decisive ethos in terms of we're going to make our own plays, right? Certainly seen that from Alliance on the attack, and big one for me is looking towards Tom on the defense. It's finding value. Yes, we saw it in the pistol round, but finding value in these buy rounds as Phoenix is going to be difficult for him. And thinking about it, really, I mean, you could argue as well that Phoenix would be a good counter on a map like this, especially on defense, to a Viper, right? But it relies on a lot of misplays and a lot of complacency on the side of Alliance for him to find that.
Here's the Viper ult. See if this changes plans. Seekers go in, still gonna find you, Fry. Oh dear. He's found two. It looked like he was on a joystick that got stuck somewhere playing Flight Sim, and he gets two. Fry!
Enemy remaining.
Fry! Behave! That's... I don't feel right seeing it. Something
the
feels
worst
wrong.
one as well. The second was totally accidental. It was like
it was.
the last
Yep.
parting bullet into the first person. I mean, that's it. I was about to make a horrible joke about the ult being toxic, but that's how that played out, really. It's again, I know Lothar always cringes every time it happens
30
when people
seconds
challenge a Viper's ultimate like that. With the snakebite combination, so with the Seekers coming through, it gives Fry all of the information, right? Because they just throw the Seekers out and they get nothing for it, or they're going to follow up on that.
Correct. One of the two. Very simple options, isn't it?
10 seconds left.
Going hunting, trying to take this op away. Oh dear, Fearoth. Some steps. The sandy beach is not his friend, and the op is now gone. Yes, he took Tom with him. That's an op now available.
That second kill is that's.
Mel, what was your analysis there? Because you had some interesting thoughts. Gungo Burr, thank you. Yeah. I mean, Fry is probably loving it. You know, you take those. 4-3. No team really breaking away just yet. Alliance. Still able to get a great purchase. It looks like a far more full-in piece. I wasn't loving how they had two players stacked towards the back of Drybox, but towards Mickey Boy now. Oh, the swing didn't work out.
The Aldrone actually didn't spot Mickey Boy there. You're gonna try and get the follow-up with the Hunter's Fury. Actually will find that one. Latex falls at a two-man advantage here.
I'm out of stock.
Poison orb emitting.
What goes back up? Lazza just blocks him as he jumps on over. That's a shot and a half towards Fearoth. Spike en route, though. That's going to be in the hands of Cadaver, so need to get that down sooner rather than later. Flash comes in, turns it. Well, Lazza turned it. Still tagged up, still paranoid about the back. And look at Tom, just no idea what's going on. This is maddening as Lucka, just going to turn the screws even further. 24 HP on Lazza, and he knows he's in trouble. He's in dire straits here. One right, one forward, one left. How'd you get back in? And a tripwire in your way. Yeah, gonna just fall away from this one. Yeah, falls off. Probably the best option for him.
It's 24 HP, and again, this operator becomes such a burden in this scenario. Pressure's on now for him to hold on to it. So I don't think Rix actually have an awful lot of a buffer. We start talking about the finances. Well, like Alliance desperate to hunt it down, and I think actually it's similar reasoning behind that, right? They don't want to give away any more weapons here. They're probably going to need a drop or two through this. Take a look at the economy here. Yeah, it looks like Rick's going to get a couple of rifles on the overlay just there. We'll see how things situated for Alliance on the other side of things. Going to carry a Spectre across. Well, he's looking tricky for Fearoth, but he can go light armor and a rifle. Lucka can actually drop one out, excuse me, but Rix, yeah. This is why it was important to hold on to that operator. There wouldn't have been an opportunity to drop one across. No blade storm available, so everything on the line here for Rix.
Mickey Boy's position could be golden. It depends on the timing with Tom here, and actually it's his. Oh, the timing just kind of almost slipped between their fingertips. It was so close to being terrible, a disaster, but no. RixGG held it together, and Alliance just get mowed down, chunked away at. But it is still a 3v2. It's not like it's over. A jumping peak is what Lazar wants. It's what he's going to get. As Fearoth now presented a 1v3. The aim not sharp enough on the first. And Tom will find him. And that was I guess, a proactive play, and they reap the rewards.
It really is, and again, that's the sort of round that you want to see RixGG coming out with the way this map went. Previously, I was talking about, you know, being the decisive ones, the ones to take action, to really set the tone of these rounds. And no, actually, I mean, look at it. Alliance going to throw a Guardian at this, a Vandal on the side of Cadaver, Sheriff's elsewhere. Fry going to feel a little bit of pressure in the early round once again, but Lazar posted up with that operator. Ooh, actually wasn't anticipating somebody swinging on the back of the dog. But this has drawn the rotation out. Look, they've given up A site completely here. The spy cam, the only thing left in place. Cadaver actually finds Tom. That could be an opening here.
No more.
Oh. Got a little nervous there that it wasn't going to be a shut down, but okay, 3 still left. How much more can they find with this?
They can drift away here.
They should. As long as Fearoth doesn't overstep, because that could just open up so much of the map again. He can just be a nuisance. His presence here alone is horrible to deal with. You can see Alliance is so cautious still. Don't blame him. Be careful on this. It's not going to be easy for either side to make this. There we go. Spike now over. You can sit faking it out still. They have no idea of the stack they could have potentially walked into it. B, this is the correct call, and then some. There it is. Spike now going down. No worries. This should be a wrapped up round here. The retake. Not looking very likely.
We're going to opt to hold on to these. Okay. For a second, I thought Lazar was looking at the mini-map or something. It was just like, it just didn't notice. Yeah, Alliance should be able to survive as 4. Again, it's in their best interest, really. I mean, depending on what they've scraped together on the back of these 2 kills, actually, if they can go and try and remove the operator, for example.
Thrifty.
Toxins going up.
Are they going to even try and close the distance in order to do that?
Five. I'm just looking at the scoreline here. Are you too good? I hear some yawning is going on. Do I need to get you some Red Bull? What's going on?
I think I caught Mel's yawn because they're contagious.
They are.
So,
Blinded.
Yeah, that's
thanks,
very
Mel.
true. Nice one, Mel. Professional. Real professional. It's a tense game still at this point. Both teams trying to get the lay of the land, and it is a better performance, I guess, on the defensive side so far, which is, if I'm not mistaken, quite surprising to me. RixGG only got 4 last time. Already besting that, but it's not over yet. Have to see how it looks when we get to kind of flip the coin, if it sticks true to that trend. But
Yeah,
again, the last map was actually very different as well. You know, compared to the one-sided affair, Alliance actually had a very close matchup. So I'm not, you know, I wouldn't be too shocked if the actual scoreline looks very different. But we do have a lean towards the A site. Latex dependent on that camera touch, but he's going to see the utility coming out now. There it is. Set piece now considered. He knows what's going on here. Fearoth. Did he see him?
He didn't.
I'm not sure if he fully
Don't
saw
think
him
he
or
did.
not. No, because he was tucked in the corner. Bit of
Gonna be
I guess a
gonna be
wayward
spammed
spam,
out anyway,
but yeah.
And actually, yeah, Lucka overstaying his welcome there. We'll get punished for that. Latex will find one on the way in. Jusu will fall also. A two-man advantage now for Rix.
Toxins
You're all
going
theft
up.
available. Hype going to show his hand on the door here. The way this audio cue. Still haven't done
Latex.
Latex out as well. Finally, Cadaver deals with
Enemy
him.
remaining.
And finally is the correct phraseology to this, because that was a long time in the making. Now Fearoth waiting on the back lines of this, back to the wall. Trying to play the timing just right. Now his work begins. He can only get one. Couldn't dip away in time. Not quick enough, Tom. Quick up. Diffuse comes.
Hasn't got it?
Close.
Has he? Yeah, he's got it.
Ooh, did the bibbly bobbly wibble?
The blob had bloomed, yeah. It
The
just
blob had bloomed.
it just bloomed, so
Last round in the half.
we get a replay on that. Actually, if we can get a replay on the blooming of the blob. Oh, we can't see it.
Oh man.
God.
So what do you explain this to the viewers? All right, explain this to the viewers. Like, what do you mean by the blob
Right.
has bloomed?
If you haven't got the half diffuse by the time the blob blooms, then you won't
Explain the
get
blob
it.
bloom, right? So
There's
it's
a
the
there's a
little white
blob
ball.
that- yeah, the little white blob. I'm so glad my hand gestures aren't on the screen right now. Once they bloom,
But you're
and
not
once
being
it
descriptive.
blooms-
Imagine describing this to someone who has no context. You're just going, well, with the bibbly bubbly blooms, it's fine. Oh, Cadabra, hold on, this is sick. Oh, no, it's not. It's terrible. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Cadabra. We pulled too much attention towards it. I'm terribly sorry, dude. We'll carry on as usual.
Jet
Four still
versus
alive.
Trapwire.
Yeah, it's the classic battle, of course. Now, Seeker is going the longest way around. And we do see Tom trying to clear mid now. Fearoth's got him, waiting very, very patiently for that, but it's going to be Fried to catch him actually a little off guard. It looks like Hype was unaware of the potential of that. Or just wasn't ready for the play to be so quick to dealing with it. But let's look at the post plants. What do we have to handle this? What do we have to dissuade it? Well, we have an ultimate. And Fearoth, this time at the helm, has to deliver on this. Gets the tag on the first. Does take down Latex, but the diffuse is halfway. Fried pushes it. Doesn't quite find the kill quickly, but they do manage to defuse the spike.
In 7-5, Rix will close things out.
Switching sides.
Now, a little bit of a buffer here. We know pistol round 2. Oh, actually, it's all up for grabs considering the purchases on Haven.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect the Lions not to repeat that here on the second. Actually, what was the halftime score on Haven? Was it 7-5 as well? Because it was the double force
don't
back
make
in,
me
right?
Remember?
To try and convert it. It was 6-6. Okay.
See, that's
So
what melts
maybe
it.
maybe that's the condition to sway away from the double force by the G2 force. I'm calling it the G2 force from now on.
Yeah? Okay. Fair enough. No, I'll... But people might not know. But no, you know what? I'll commit with you. We are back underway, though. And this time, of course, it will be RixGG on the attacking side. Quick piece in towards B. No worry. Ooh, actually, some worries. A couple of worries. No, not too much. They'll be okay. Spike going down. And actually, no one present on the side. That's the more surprising part. Latex is about to get caught. Apparently not. Beats Fearoth somehow in that. That was never meant to be his. And somehow Mickey Boy doubles down on it. Oh, Alliance are going to be kicking themselves. This is not pretty. This is not fair. And it's not particularly nice. And Latex is still going. And as is Tom. It's down to just one now. Jusu had a great first map. Loved that. See what he's got here.
A lot to do. Nobody really low HP. Will spot one out, but Lazza will get the better of him. And I guess it's fair to say after today, friendship ended with Ghost. Classic is my new friend. I don't know how we've seen so many of these kills today with the Classic, and they're not even right clicks.
No, they're not even like the dirty part about it. It's just apparently it's the best pistol in the game. Fair enough. By one more One more sheriff, please. Yeah, Chico time. Nice. Ooh, this could be a nice little flash. Big info. There we go. Falls away. Gonna have to call for support, but the same wall goes in. Same flash comes on the other side. Doesn't find anyone on the close left, at least in relation to the attacking side, so they know they're all by that half wall. They're all sat there. And Luz has already found Fearoth, so again, not getting that gateway they wanted, and a bit of a surprise appearance there, it looked like, as the wall went down. I did find Lucker, and Tom's found Cadavra, so it's all being kept at length.
It's here, and that should be big if Tom can find another kill here. It's going to run it back online for essentially a freebie. In terms of the entry there, we'll get it online. Here. And that's a big tool to have for the bonus. As hype will fall. The reason I say that, again, more often than not, you will see people just fully respect that run it back. Much the same as the showstopper on Raze, right? You hear the audio cue, you know where it's coming from, and there's no risk, right? It's so risky to full-on challenge this in the open here. So see if Tom can get anything done with it. This is the sort of thing that I look towards, you know, talking about making Phoenix work on this map. As far as I'm concerned, if you can just trade the ultimate, you're getting your money's worth.
Let's see it.
It's so quick to charge it.
Yep, I'm with you. Let's see what they get for this then. See how they utilize it. Now it's Mickey Boy, just taking some very cautious step. Lazar, come on, man. That was so crisp. Pipes down. That's sight open as well. And Tom can just deep push this. Just find info clear, close. Okay, one by Tribox. All information. Bit of damage. No worries. Happy. Sets up Lazar for success. He knows that there's no one directly at Tribox. And he can push forward. Lazar, though, has to respect it eventually. But Fry's got his back. This is gorgeous combination work. Jusu, the aim is on today. He needed more. He's not going to get more. And that was a perfect round from RixGG.
It really is. It really is. And the fact that that's all on the back of the run it back with a Spectre as well, no less. And like I said, as long as you trade that ultimate, you're getting your money's worth in my eyes.
Yep.
Perfectly positioned. And even just the small thing to note as well, the wall being in that slight dip creates this headshot angle for them to line up behind.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really nice round there. And that okay, is Jusu carrying the hero purchase in here? They're going to ride one Vandal through inside of Jusu, and they're walking B.
Tom's like, wait, that's 3 players, and I think that was a rifle. What was that?
Straight away, look at them.
Weird.
Yeah, they're going to dip
Look at the
towards A.
response. Of course they are. And Hype's kind of evacuated the site, going to sit towards mid, maybe more postured for a retake or a spot on the cross. You can't really deny this. That's 4 rifles. Yeah, game on. Don't actually mind what Alliance try to do, but you know what the response is going to be. You got to be quick on it. And you saw Latex take a whole load of damage, but no kill came in. A little unfortunate as the spam was quite spot on. Fearoth's isolated Latex, so that's maybe a gateway back in, but they need more, and they might get more. Lazar taking chip damage and takes a little bit more. 26, there's a trade out for Hype. It's still a 4v3. It ain't over yet.
Definitely not here. Tom's struggling a little bit with that Seeker. It comes to a 3v3 now. Deep flash comes through, but Hype's already pushed. We'll find Tom. Mickey Boy responds with 1. The second is perfect.
Oh!
The third. Make that 4 on the round. Well contained there. Again, that was the first layer of that defense. See the lineup coming through just afterwards, but these shots just on point here. Great stuff from Mickey Boy.
Yeah, that was Beast Boy aim. That was just nasty work coming out. Like 3 actually quite hard or unfavorable angles to fight on as well. He's peeking from the same spot. He had 3 different places to potentially fight there. That was beautifully done. I could watch that all day long. Mel. There it is. See, we're in sync. Look at this one. Ooh, sexy. Just dips back in. Ooh. Ooh.
I get a point 25. A little scrub back and forth actually on the final kill.
All right.
Then can I get it in black and white?
Oh,
here we go. Oh, I love this. Oh.
She's broken it. Oh no. No.
Working.
Here we go. We do have a timeout. That is why we are. I said I am actually very happy to watch this. It's kind of sick. God, she's really having fun. The problem
Finished. One enemy remaining.
All right, let's go off this replay. 11-5. RixGG. I mean, look, it's kind of, again, correct ourselves or kind of remind ourselves it was the attacking sides that, you know, Alliance did well on, and then of course Rix did well on. That was kind of the one-sided affairs here. Now, it was actually a decent defensive performance from RixGG this time that's made it seem maybe a little bit more one-sided, but the fight has to start now for Alliance. I don't think 12-5 is a scoreline they can tear back on, even though these two are so close.
Well, this is... I think this is when you start addressing the elephant in the room, right? This is one of the do-or-die rounds for Alliance. They have to break this momentum. Seeker's invested here, and Hype will actually stop Tom from capitalizing on it. Yusu now with the Spectre. We know previously a Vandal, a hero Vandal. That's actually the spike noted. Mickey Boy will fall on default. A two-man advantage now. Make that 3 for Alliance.
Enemy remaining.
Yeah, and look at this. Lucker's got that position locked in mid. Oh, Lazza. You're in so much danger. So much danger, so much trouble. Even the mouse wiggle of just desperation to try and fall away. But a beautiful hold coming out. And a brilliant, brilliant round for Alliance they desperately needed. That was one that's been cooking for a while. They finally dealt with that A-piece.
Couple more of those flawlesses, and it's going to get very interesting. Rick's here, Blade Storm available. I don't know if it's going to be a full purchase. Yeah, actually, you can see Lazza there holding on to the Frenzy for the time being. Yeah, it must be nice. Yeah, 4,500. I know we'll play a Frenzy this round. But we know we'll try and ride that Blade Storm through and get the Operator online in the next at least. Alliance here sitting very deep. No early attempt at aggression, but information gathered nonetheless. 2 players spotted. No readjustment either side yet.
Wait. Be patient for now. 1 minute 10. B-site, nothing being shown, no audio cues. There we go, first bit of utility. Flash and information. This could allow for rotation. This should now call for rotation. And actually, Lazza gets denied. Beautiful catch in the end. Lucker's support comes in right. The perfect timing for it. Kadavra able to fall away. Doesn't get too much pressure. All individual fights. But actually, RixGG on the back of Tom, able to find a bit more room. Able to maybe make this around. Mickey Boy has to adjust. Respect the op. Or maybe lose out to it. And now he's looking real alone here. Support on the way. Flash goes through. He just can't find Fear. He wants this kill. He wants that one
30
player.
seconds left.
No one's in that isolated fight. A missed shot for Kadavra causes more problems. 24 seconds, though. They have to find the way to turn the screws here. Fear's watching this angle. You can see Mickey Boy trying every step that he can. There might be unchecked, and there he's found it. Finally gets one. Cracks open into the second. Oh. And that was just patience and chipping away, finding that next step for the angle.
And Mickey Boy just trying to buy time for that second flash to come back online. I think just give him an extra kind of safety net there to convert that. Kadavra going to go glass cannon. Does have the Blade Storm available. RixGG here on the brink of closing this out. Alliance struggling right now. A 6-round deficit.
No, it's not a pretty scene, I'm sure, for the Alliance fans. It's been a rough one here. It's quite a close first game. That map, you know, at the beginning, I felt really did come down to the wire, but it looks like a set piece towards B, or kind of an all-in piece, should I say, as Tom happy to put himself at the forefront here. Hype's still alive at the back of the side, but he's going to dip through. Catches Fearoth on the way, unexpected. That ultimate just gives him the bravery of a lion at this point, and now a 5v4 presented, and it's not nice. Hype needs to find so much value, and he's done just that. Oh, the trade eventually for Latex, but it's a 2-for-1. Let's even this back up to that 3v3.
They also popped through, so information on the back of that. Jusu does find Tom at the same time. Now both members of Rix noted. They'll be the ones to turn this around, and actually Kadavra and Jusu stomp things out before that can even drag any further. Alliance, cling on. 5 rounds now. I think potentially RixGG in a position here where they could get reset.
Well, this would be the round to do it. I
This-
mean, look at the
this
state.
will, yeah.
Actually, look at them. Oh, that Tom. 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 Okay. Yeah, fair enough. But you know
Hey,
what?
if you're
Fair
feeling
enough.
yourself, these are the ones you look back and kick yourself, though, if...
Yeah. Well. I mean, if he's gonna die to an op, it doesn't really matter either way, I feel.
I mean, I'm going to ask the question, though. He's got 450 left, right? Why not buy the light armor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be corrected by some brainiac in chat.
There'll be a reason. There'll be a method to the madness, I'm
I mean,
sure.
he can
Or-
heal himself, but, like, still, just buy the armor. Like,
Fear off.
the
The
bait-
combination
the bait
was
so
just
good.
horrible, but Lucka just still shut it down. Both of them now gone in towards middle. They've lost all vision behind them. RixGG are feeling cornered. The Seekers came out as well, so they know they've been noted, right? Like, the position was good, but they could walk this. Now, the wire is there, but they could still walk this pretty far. They're going to get decent control here. Yeah, flanks coming in, but they could wrap towards B and get maybe a 3v1. Once this is open, or they get an indicator as such that no one is watching this will ring alarm
Well,
bells.
30
To
seconds
say,
left.
even when this trapwire gets dealt with, look at the distance. Rix can still advance a little further. The window of opportunity is closing
Oh.
to do so. Jusu comes up on the zip line, doesn't find the first, but Fry will fall afterwards. Plaza catches a massive blind. Jusu finds the second. That's that round all but done, and Cadaver will seal the deal.
Juice is a slippery player, man. That second shot was just kind of clutching as
Got
you're
dicey when he
falling
first went
down.
up that
Yeah.
rope, man.
Look, I thought he was done for when he missed this, right? I was like, okay, that's not looking good. But the instant connection towards Fry, good flash as well, gives him the angle to play with. But that shot towards Mickey Boy, he's not happy with that, I'm sure. And there goes the money. You said it, right? This was on the verge of that reset. You know, putting them back kind of in the bin. And it's done just that. So they're going to have to respect this now. Rifles fully sorted, obviously for Alliance. But a long road back, and no mistakes can now be made.
Talk about mistakes aside from round losses. We're talking about clean victories as well, not losing more than what's necessary. And this is the perfect start here. Fearoth and a little bit of DM. A bit of aim prac here. 2 members remain for Rix, and really got the weaponry to comfortably recover this one, I don't think.
No. And at this point, Cadaver. They're going to re-peek on that? Yeah, they are. That was so well thought out. Just off the back of that one shot, Juicy's waiting here like, do I have to do this again? Oh no,
No
Fry's
way.
found Fearoth. Wait, is this how this...
No
is this how they win this one?
way.
Okay, Jusu is trying. He's trying everything he can. If he has to do this himself, he will. At least finding Fry creates this into a 2v1 that's maybe manageable.
seconds
Spike,
left.
yet to be noted, really. Picked up.
He's got a
And away we
1v1 on
go.
either side.
He does, but the steps are going to be heard now, surely. Through he goes. Oh, the shot. There it is. Hype's got it. How did that get so
Thank
close?
God for that.
How did that get so
Toxins
close?
rain down.
I mean, so well played from Rix to even bring it to that. And like I said, it becomes a straight 50-50 when it comes down there. They tried to reset away from mid. Jusu actually, I gotta say it, with a pretty brave play, which potentially
Yeah?
can be punished, and then that falls apart for Alliance. But nonetheless, that will be 3rd round unanswered. Now Rix,
Starting to look like a trend.
I was gonna say Rix buying into this again. They're in a reset position here.
Oh, it scares the life out of me with a start like
That's a
that. You
big
found
tag.
Fry. And the tag to follow as well.
I
Just
think
keeping
actually that was a
control.
triple tag.
Did he get... How many did he get? Yeah, it did. You're spot on.
Spike dropped.
Oh, this is now an issue, isn't it? They could lean back, sure, which is what Alliance are predicting. They've kind of reset from the stack, but it looks like it's still a goer here for RixGG towards A. You're going to have Fearoth kind of patrolling over towards that tri-box. Flash to hand. Goes in wide, no problem on that. Gives Luzza the angle to work with, expecting the stairs peak, and he's just a little ahead of the timing on it. There is a player there, and it's Fearoth catching Tom, and that's going to be devastating. Luzza feeling as though maybe he had that, now outdone by Kadavra. This hit just looks toothless.
Latex here. Trying to slip towards double doors, but Lucka now, obviously with this information coming out, spots the
30
rifle
seconds
barrel.
left.
Now 1 remains. Mickey Boy in a 1v5, 20 seconds left. Not an awful lot to do here. Not even a choked on my word.
A confirmation kill? Consolation kill? What are we
Consolation.
going for?
Consolation.
Love that. Yep. Fair enough.
That's not good. My voice starts going at 20 to 9.
Whew. 22. Yeah, I mean, we haven't been casting that much recently, like in comparison to like some other times. So I mean, you know, the voices do suddenly get a little bit more, weird, you know, worn down, a little out of it. It's all good. It's all gravy. And timeout has been called.
Just in between there, we did just get word that Vitality are out. BDS,
Wow.
actually the victors over on the mainstream.
Nice. $12 to 10. It's not quite clear yet who's the victor on this one. RixGG have been in the lead for some time now, and we keep saying, well, you know, it's unlikely they'll come back, and here Alliance are. The script is holding true. These two known for their OTs, known for close matches, and map 1 was close, no OT though. This one, last time they were playing together, did go to OT, so we're kind of half expecting it, if I'm honest, and I feel like this, you know, almost 5 on the trot, right? It's 4, and then, you know.
I don't want to, but last time it was Rix got to map point.
Get out of my way.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
All right.
You just don't. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Oh, I love that from Kadavra, though. Luzza loses his head. That gives away the game. The flashes are good. Mickey Boy. Actually, it's Tom on the back line. And Kadavra, they don't expect Mickey Boy, but the adjust from Jusu is good enough to deal with him with only a tag as he falls away. Yeah, RixGG. It doesn't... damage is nothing now. It's rounds that matter. Fearoth getting ready to predict. Does well. That's Latex gone.
Enemy remaining.
And mine's bigger than yours, Fearoth says as Fry goes out, and it's now down to Tom, who I don't know if he got noted earlier on. Maybe. He's got himself maybe a gun. A bit of wiggle room in towards middle. But 4 to find. Otherwise, OT's back.
Target down.
This is the first. Now, I'd say if you can isolate one of these players, then you start to believe. Alliance here just need to remain disciplined. See,
30
Fearoth posted
seconds
up
left.
very deep with that operator, and why you're seeing Jusu lean towards A site at least, but dealing with
Saw
the
the
trap
gate.
fight, that's going to
Saw
be
the
it
gate.
for Fearoth. Oh no, going to get a clean plant here.
Planted. Going
A
up.
little bit of distance still between both remaining
Oh, I love this
Alliance
bait.
players here.
I love
Yeah,
that
the wall
bait.
is a perfect bait.
Yeah, they're going to be thinking maybe he's over to main, but timing. Yeah, he gave him a second for the peak. 1 bullet, that's all he had!
No way!
Oh, what a valiant attempt by Tom, but it will be Jusu to win out, and that will take us to 12 to 11. It ain't over yet. And Alliance live to fight one more round. Is it OT or is it over? RixGG, let's see what that buy's looking like now.
I was on for the ace as well. You know when it's almost like you really want somebody to actually win a round? That would have been, just for the clip.
That would have been
Just
it.
for the clip,
Yeah.
it would have been fantastic.
Hell yeah.
But, I mean, you look at that scoreboard and you got to say, RixGG have all the tools necessary. Viper's Pit, again, Tom's run it back again. He can clear some space for Fry to get onto site and pop that and give them an absolute stranglehold on either side. And it's looking like B is the
It is.
preference here.
So many ults just got invested. Phoenix, Sky already hypes in danger. He knows it. He's surrounded. He's got a lot of pressure coming his way, and RixGG flood the site. It's theirs, and Lazar wants to go deep on this. Oh, he was thinking about it. Any flashes that maybe could be sent his way. There's 3 players, almost 4 towards CT. He just fades away from it. Close check. Lazar finds Cadaver. It's the trade out. Luck has got it. And it's not over yet. Still 3 stand for Alliance. Desperately clawing to get to OT. Refusing to go down the Mickey Boy. The timing! He's got him! But the trade for Jusu not done again. Still trying to stay in this, but it's now just Jusu. Finds one! That was sick. He knows another's by the pillar. He's still doing everything he can! There's already so much he can do. And RixGG close it out in the final round.
Wow. And what a round. Like I said, there's quite often that 1 in 5 round where